How can we gather together with a group of friends, neighbors, and pray together, pray for intelligence and strength to develop self sufficient villages, and then work. Work hard, work diligently. This is essential. One of the most important things we could possibly do is pray, always calling on the name of God for strength and guidance, and work to establish self sufficient village communities where a group of people who will live together as family members, work in a village to grow our own food and all of our own necessities and not depend upon anything from outside the village. That will become more and more obvious is essential. If we don't see it now, before long we will realize more and more how absolutely necessary it is to establish such communities where don't depend on anything from outside. The food we are being provided in stores, especially packaged prepared food, is not very good for us, to put it mildly. So we should learn how to grow our own food. And the easy way to do it is to go to a village where people are already growing their own food and work together with them and learn to live as they are living a very simple life. That's what I'm asking everyone to do. And while I'm on vacation, I don't know how long it will be, but I'm going to be taking a vacation from the internet, from social media at least. And so in the meantime, I beg you all, please work to develop a self sufficient village community near where you are. If you already live in the countryside, do it right where you are, as I am doing, working together with friends. We are meeting and praying how we can become really loving and like a family, take care of each other. And that's what everyone who's sincere to really help the world, help humanity, and help your country, especially Pakistan, because Pakistan has been chosen, as I've been told, as that place where pure Islam will be reestablished. Pure Islam means love, truth, justice, morality, and serving and taking care of each other, and always calling on the names of God. So that's all I want to say. I hope you will all take this very, very seriously and work for developing self sufficient village communities. And don't worry, God is all powerful. He will enable this program. We just have to pray and work for it, and it will succeed, inshallah. Okay, let's see what questions or comments we may have. Adam, do you think President T will come back next month? Thank you for your guidance. I don't think so. He may come back. Um, few months, few years, I don't know. I don't know when, but certainly he has that plan, and there are people working with him who have the plan because he was removed from the position he should have gotten according to the actual results. So we will see what God does, because it's not in Trump's hands, it's not in our hands, it's not in military's hands even, it's in God's hands. So what God will do, we don't know, but it will be for our best. It will be for the best, because God always does everything. He is our best friend. He always does everything what is best for us. So we should be very happy, uh, and it will work out for the best. Don't worry. Science and Tech says, Assalamu alaikum, sir. Please tell the best words of zikr. What should we recite? I strongly support your self sufficient program, and I'm on it uh, from this year, inshallah. Please do share your work and ideas whenever you start. I need ideas. What should we do? The basics, please. Well, I just explained. The basics are just go to a village and work together with the villagers who are already growing their own food and just encourage them to become more and more self sufficient. And of course, the most important thing is to get together with a group of friends and pray for guidance from God and from the saints, and turn your attention, as you're doing, to this very, very important project. So it's not hard, because there are already people who are living in villages growing their own food. So just go and live with them, with some of your friends and family. If you can't find anybody else, do it yourself. But if you can find some friends or family members to go with you, do this. That's all. It's very simple. They're already living. In fact, in Pakistan, there are places where they're all totally self-sufficient villages already, I've been told. So try to find some village where you can encourage them to become more and more self-sufficient, and you learn to live as they live, and encourage them to become more and more free of dependence on anything from outside. Okay, life with style. Oh, but the other question was, what words of zikr should we recite? Any names of God. Allah, 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 Allah. Toini, 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 Toini. Adonai, 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 Adonai. Ram, 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 Ram. Ik Omkar, Ik Omkar, Ik Omkar, Ik Omkar. Yeah, Malik. So these are the main 5 names of God that I recite when I do zikr, but it doesn't matter. Any name of God that appeals to you, that you feel the presence of God in and the power of God in, you recite that. Let's see. So, Life with Style says, Assalamu alaikum, sir, mashallah, good to see you. Very nice to have you with us. Ahmed Hassan says, Babaji, please pray for my success. Your success, Ahmed Hassan Sahib, will be when you turn to God. You pray to God sincerely, please let me do whatever you want me to do. Thy will be done. And let me work for self-sufficient village programs. Give me the intelligence, oh God. It's my prayer for you and my prayer for everyone. Okay, life again says life and the strength to help this most essential project for humanity, especially for Pakistan, develop self-sufficient village communities. Okay, Amjad Al-Altaf, sir, why are you suggesting to develop self-sufficient village? Oh, I've talked about this many times over the past few months. So you can go and look at my previous live chats on both Facebook and YouTube. I've talked about this a lot. I have been told. That's why I am suggesting that we develop self-sufficient villages, because it's going to become more and more difficult to get pure food. It's going to become more and more difficult to live in cities. There will be more and more satanic influence and control, as everyone whose eyes are open can see already that in cities there's a lot of satanic influence, and if you go in the villages you can escape from it much more easily. So that's the main reason, is just to become more pure and holy, and develop a community of people where you can be free from satanic influences. This is Dajjal's programs to take over the world by controlling the villages, by controlling the cities first, and then try to get people to move out of the villages into the cities. That's his plan. He's been very, very successful. Pakistan used to be 90%, maybe, I don't know, 80% villages, and now more and more people are moving to cities. Why? Oh, so they can see the movies, or they can make money, won't have to work so hard growing their own food. So this is Dajjal's plan, to trick everybody by making them think life in the city is better, and everyone is falling for Dajjal's plan. So this is to counteract Dajjal's plan to control the world by getting everyone trapped in the cities, and then it's easier to control people when they're independent on the cities. If you grow your own food, then he can't control you so easily. So that's the main reason. Ahmad Hassan says, yes, Allah's names have great treasures, infinite treasures. We cannot calculate the benefit and the power in the names of God. Okay, Pakistan Village Life Beauty, Assalamu alaikum. Oh, what a wonderful name. Thank you. Wa alaikum salam, Pakistan Village Life Beauty. Life with Style says, I know village life very well. Good. So please encourage the village to become totally self-sufficient. It's a wonderful life, isn't it? Ahmed Hassan says, may Allah keep us safe from Dajjal. Yes, we must pray and work. Life with Style. Sir, have you monetized? No, I have not monetized, and I don't want to. I rather depend upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to provide my needs, and uh, I don't like to put advertisements in the middle of my spiritual talks and discussions. Okay, so that's really all I wanted to say. I am going on vacation now, and it may be some weeks. I don't know how long it will be before I come back on social media. But I'm begging everybody, please work very hard to develop self sufficient village communities. Pray very hard with your friends and relatives for the intelligence, the guidance, and the strength and determination to develop self sufficient village communities. Thank you all very much. Oh, I see one more. Ahmed Hassan says, what does monetize mean, please? It just means that you make money off of your YouTube videos or something like that. And Pakistan Village Life Beauty says, sir, vaccination is becoming compulsory in college and university. What should we do? You have to refuse, and you can sue the college. It's actually illegal for a college to insist that you have to get a vaccination in order to come. So sue the college. Tell them what you're doing is against the Constitution of Pakistan. You cannot force somebody to do something like this. It's harmful. It's an experiment. We don't know the results, so don't allow. That's happening in America. Colleges are requiring students, not the professors. They haven't required the professors, but they're requiring the students because they think the students are foolish and they'll do it. The professors are more experienced and they won't do it, but they're demanding the students to do it. And the students are getting together, and lawyers are suing the colleges. You cannot force us to take something that is harmful for us, and you prove that it's good for us, we might do it, but you can't prove it because it can't be proven. It's not been enough time to do the tests to prove that it's good for it. It's actually harmful, and the tests are showing, the results are showing that. So, no. What to do? Don't refuse. If you can't go to college, that's okay. We don't mind. Go to the village and learn the more important things, how to grow your own food. Okay. Life with Style says, you are blessed. Thank you. May Allah bless you also with this knowledge. I am blessed with this knowledge that self sufficient villages are the solution to our problem. Sir, what about Arab countries like Qatar, Doha? I don't know about Qatar, Doha. Ahmed Hassan, they are forcing the professors also for vaccination. No, don't. Refuse. You have to refuse. And if they force you, then leave the university or the college. Go to the village and grow your own food and be happy and have a family, an extended family of the villagers. Don't take the vaccination. That's my advice. I'm not a medical professional, but I've learned from many medical professionals and that it's better not to take this vaccination. It doesn't actually help you and it has a lot of dangers in it. So Amina Shamim says, may Allah bless me with Iman. Yes, may Allah bless you with Iman and with the strength and determination and intelligence to develop self sufficient village communities. Sarai, where do we have to go? We have to go to self sufficient villages. You have to, I don't know about, how was it there before there were everyone living in the cities? There were villages where they were fishermen at least. If you can't grow any food in the desert, at least you can have fish. So that was the way people lived before they got all the oil in Qatar and Doha. They were villagers and they did pearl fishing, I think. They dived in the ocean. So you have to develop an economy that is self sufficient. You don't have to get your food from outside. That's the most important thing everywhere. But in Pakistan, it's very easily. There's so much good land and plenty of water. In deserts, it's hard, yes. Okay, how you know village life, sir? Well, I live in a village now, and I lived in a village for much of my childhood, from the age of 9 or 10 until 18. I was living in Raiwind. My home was in Raiwind. I was going to school elsewhere, but Raiwind was at that time a small village. We didn't even have electricity in Raiwind, and the railway station had electricity, but the village did not. So I've lived in villages. That's how I know village life. Adam, in Pakistan, they are blocking SIM cards of unvaccinated people. So that you should be very happy if they block your SIM card. Don't take the vaccination. Go live in a village. You don't need any SIM card. Live in a village and grow your own food and develop a group of friends and family where you can grow your own food and live happily. You don't need any SIM card. Better to have a no SIM card than a vaccination. Better to have no college than a vaccination. Uh, Bayu Anaga says, talk my name, sir. Okay, I just did. Life with Style says, amazing. Ahmed Hassan, unvaccinated people are threatened to be blocked their salaries if they don't get vaccinated. Then get the hell out of that hellish place you're in. Don't stay in hell. Your so called salary? No. Leave it, go to the village, grow your own food. You don't need any salary. Don't be a fool. Don't be trapped. This is Dajjal's trap to control the whole world through this program. Ikra Hussain says, Assalamu alaikum, sir. Wa alaikum salam. Good to see you. Stay blessed, sir. You too. And Sarari says, do we have to go back to Pakistan? Uh, Pakistan is the best place in the world to be. I had always planned to retire in Pakistan, but somehow Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has stopped me. And so I'm doing the best I can, making Pakistan here in Esparto. We're developing a little land of the pure, a little place where people live together, work together to grow our own food as one family. That's the meaning of Pakistan. पाकिस्तान दा मतलब है ओ पाकिस्तान जिथे हजूरी पाक उदे पाक में साहिब दे नाल इस्लामी पाक फिर कायम कर देणगे and Islami Pak means muhabbat, means love. It means a community where people love and take care of each other just like family members and grow your own food. That's if you can't grow your own food somewhere else, then better to go to Pakistan and grow your own food there. Yes. Life with Style says everything is in Allah control. Yes. Don't worry. Thank you. Very, very true. No need to worry. Just trust in Allah and He will take care of you. You don't need salaries, you don't need SIM cards, you don't need colleges and universities. You just need the name of God and a group of friends who will work together to grow our own food and live in a village. Much, much better life. Hamina Shamim says, sir, how can we as university students support self-sufficient villages? Well, the first thing you can do is pray, get together with some friends and pray, and then find a self sufficient village nearby and start visiting there. Perhaps you won't be able to stay in the university if you don't get vaccinated, so leave the university. Much more important than university education is the education of learning to grow your own food and learning to live together with other people as true Muslims, pure Muslims, loving each other, taking care of each other. How did the early Muslims live? They came from Mecca to Medina Sharif. They were helpless, and the Ansaris helped them. So the Muhajirs, we can be Muhajirs, go to a village as a Muhajir, and the Ansars in the village can help us learn how to grow our own food and live together with them. We have to sacrifice, we have to give up. So don't worry. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will take care of you. Life with Style says, Ambiya और ओला गज़वा हिंद में शामिल ही गए हो गए हाँ अम्बिया और ओलिया गज़वा हिंद में शामिल हैं और आप सब गज़वा हिंद में हैं अगर आप मोहब्बत का कोशिश करते हैं दूसरों के से प्यार से मोहब्बत से मिलें ये तो गज़वा हिंद है जब पाकिस्तानी मुसलमान और खालिस्तानी सिख भाई बहन सब एक हो जाते हैं ये गज़वा हिंद की कामयाबी है ये फतह है 9 नवंबर 2019 में जब करतारपुर कॉरिडोर खुल गया था तो अल्लाह पाक का ये रहम था और हुजूर पाक सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम ने मुझे उस दिन को बताया था दिस अंग्रेजी में बात कर रहे थे this is our first great victory in the Ghazwa-e-Hind. So this opening of Kartarpur corridor was the beginning, not the beginning, but our first great success, first great victory, he said, in the Ghazwa-e-Hind. So, हाँ ये Ghazwa-e-Hind है, अभी चालू है. And making self-sufficient villages is also part of that. and especially with our Sikh brothers and sisters. Encourage a community like that. Acha, Life with Style says, Allah apne deen ko khud buland karega. Shukriya. Beshak. Adam says, do you know Simon Parks? Can we trust his information about U.S. political scenario? I do know about Simon Parks. I don't know about trusting all of his information, but there may be something there, but maybe he has definitely made mistakes in the past. I know that. But just pray for guidance and don't worry about what's happening in the political scene in the United States. Just worry about what you are doing wherever you are and developing a self-sufficient village community where you can grow your own food and be independent of the satanic civilization, the Dajjal's program. Okay, thank you all very much. Please review this and work very hard for self-sufficient village communities and be happy. And I'm taking vacation now. This is going to be the last video I do for some weeks at least. I don't know how long, but be happy. Don't worry. Allah Hafiz. May God protect us all.